To the live chat. Hey, fix this and get this properly correct. I want to say good morning to everybody. This is going to be a very long live. But, I'm going to cook on some shit. A lot of people ain't seen me in a little bit. So I'm going to have to cook on some shit this morning. I had a lot on my brain, had a lot going on with work and my kids and all kinds of stuff. But yeah, man. I understand everybody happy good new year, man. Hope everybody is safe over the new year. Hope everybody was Gucci. Hope everybody was staying out the way on some real shit. Um, Me personally, I didn't really do nothing. I got drunk around like I ain't even see midnight, my G. I got drunk around like 9, 10 o'clock and was out about 11. What's good? Velcino, what's up? What to do with the folk? Banks, what to do with the folk? Yeah, man, I'm just gonna do a quick live, man. I got something I wanted to say, man. I was gonna do some vids, but I'm like, man, that's a lot of shit to talk about. I ain't got the time. I ain't got the time to do it because my wife got the car and blah blah blah. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'm gonna just hit y'all motherfuckers with a quick ass live stream. Charles D, what to do with the folk, bruh? What's up with my nigga? CD in the building. Shout out to the whole UGC, man. But now look, man, Wilder is back to saying the dumb shit, bro. That's why I haven't made no. Everybody probably wondered, like, Wilder's saying dumb shit again. It's like, yeah, Wilder back saying dumb shit. Okay? Wilder's back saying shit like he was born king and AJ wasn't and all this bullshit. Like, it come to a point where it's like, this is why I started talking shit about Wilder, because he started talking shit out his ass and he was saying dumb shit. Like, I was born king, he was. It's like, bro, you ain't even educated enough to have a decent conversation without talking shit about the next man, bro. That don't make no good goddamn sense, bro. And then you want to step there in front of God and everybody want to sit there and talk about how you want to fight the best, bro. Bruh, Deontay, there is nothing about your career that said you really wanted to fight the best. Nothing. There is nothing about your illustrious, bullshit, shitty ass career that states or gives anybody any indication that you genuinely wanted to fight the best that there is out there. Shut your bitch ass up. That's why I call you niggas bitch ass niggas, because y'all get on here and y'all amass a type of clout. And then once y'all get a certain type of clout, now y'all want to start saying dumb shit. Let me see what the chat, man. And holidays was good. I got drunk. I got drunk and passed out. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I'd have been a nigga y'all to put like hot sauce on or whipped cream or shaving cream on nigga face or something. What's up with Yas? What's up, girl? What's up with it? What's up with Yasmin? What to do with the folk? Shout out to everybody in the UK, man. In the UK, Africa, Japan, China. Hey, whatever country you come from, man, welcome. Welcome. We finna cook for a little bit. Finna have a little session. But I gotta cook a little bit because Wilder's back saying dumb shit. 78, bro. You condoning the dumb shit. Like, you really be condoning the dumb shit that come out of Wilder mouth. 78. And when I say 78, I'm talking about 78 Sports TV, to be specific. See, I'm not the type of nigga that's not gonna say a nigga name. But another thing that irritates me is when motherfuckers always think when you say their name, you looking for clout. I don't give a fuck about getting attention from you niggas or gaining or amassing a sense of clout. Don't give a fuck. That's why y'all don't see me on this bitch every day, all day, saying shit every time something happen. I don't do that. I'm gonna just give y'all the real deal, Holyfield, when the real shit happen. You feel me? But when it come to Wilder, Wilder just blowing smoke. He went to 78 Sports TV to try to save face. 78, you a sucker for that. You know Wilder got his ass beat by Joseph Parker. You and the rest of your goddamn fuckboy clique friends said that Joseph Parker could never do shit with Wilder. All that shit. Then when he got beat by Joseph Parker, he ran right to your bitch ass, and you want to sit there and condone this dumb nigga behavior. Fuck up out of here. And you supposed to be talking about you pro-black. It's funny how all these niggas that claim to be pro-black, they all claim to be pro-black until it's time to really be pro-black. Yeah, I'm finna smoke. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm smoking on some Blue Cooks. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm smoking on this morning. called Blue Cookies. My favorite weed. You know, if you ever buy me some weed, buy me some Blue Cookies, please. Thank you. Appreciate it. I stand by it. Thank you. Appreciate you. Bro, I can't stand that cosign for dumb shit, bro. I can't stand that. That's the weakest shit you could ever do around me, bro. It's cosign dumb shit. Why would you want to cosign dumb shit? Because you like to put dumb shit on your goddamn channel, bro. Bottom line, Deontay Wilder wasn't born no fucking king, bro. Especially when it comes to this boxing shit, bro. If you was born a king, you wouldn't be fucking working at goddamn IHOP. Okay? Kings don't work at IHOP, guys. Okay? Never. They don't serve nobody. They get served. So don't sit up here talking about I was born a king when niggas found you serving motherfuckers at IHOP. And then you come to this boxing shit and they patent your record, they patent your resume, putting low opposition in front of you. I ain't gonna say bumps, I'm gonna say low opposition fighters in front of you. Fighters that they knew were just gonna stand directly in front of you and you was gonna beat. You the same nigga, since you wanna talk this king shit, I'm gonna keep hitting you with these factual shits every goddamn time. You the same nigga that said you was the king, but you the same nigga that turned down $120 million all because you proclaimed that you don't want to fight Dillian White, and I already projected that you could beat Dillian White. And your bitch ass said, nope, I don't want that $120 million because I'm not finna go over to the UK because I don't trust the judges when your bitch ass got a 95% knockout ratio and your fights don't even go fucking 12 rounds. Shut your bitch ass up, Deontay. You be lying, bro. You be lying. And you be saying shit just because. That's why I get on here and I rip you the fuck up. Because you be lying to the folk. You be lying to the public. Saying stupid shit. Pulling shit out your goddamn pussy. Knowing good and hell well that's a bunch of cap bitch ass nigga bullshit. Shut up, Deontay. Shut up, Deontay. What's up, T Brooks? What's up with Juan? Elite Boxing Circle. What to do with the folk? What's good with you? I can't pronounce your middle name, but Ishmael, what to do with the folk? I see you. Yeah, bro. I only smoke nothing but good shit, bro. I don't like smoking average shit. Motherfuckers be wondering how I can, look, man, I don't condone motherfuckers that work out and train to smoke weed and drink alcohol. I don't condone that shit. You feel me? Me personally, I've been doing this shit my whole life. I've been smoking weed. Like, I could smoke 2 blunts right now and go run 5 miles. I've trained to do that shit. I could smoke 2 blunts and go run 5 miles. I just did the shit yesterday. Asked my wife. She seen me do this shit all the goddamn time. You know what I'm saying? So when people try to say like this stop me, I don't let this stop me. You know what I'm saying? I don't, especially when you got niggas like the Diaz brothers who can smoke bongs and joints and blunts and still go fight the next day and put up a decent fight. Nah, I'm good, bro. I ain't finna fake the phone. But yeah, I smoke a lot of weed. I don't really drink like that. I just smoke weed, bro. I ain't type of nigga to act like I do everything right and all that shit. I don't know. I smoke weed, cuz I smokes my weed. And if you've been on my channel long enough, you've been on a few live streams like this one is finna be today, where I've smoked some weed on the live, bro. So I've done it plenty of times. So if you're new to the channel, I smokes weed, bro. I smokes my weed. It keeps me grounded. Deontay Wilder isn't even a pure boxer. He's a brawler with a tainted resume. I mean, it is. It's a tainted motherfucking resume, bro. All Wilder, and Wilder sitting there talking about he only wanted to fight the best. Wilder, you never wanted to fight the best. The only reason why you wanted to fight Tyson Fury was because you knew the nigga was fresh off the couch, and you thought that was gonna be an easy W. You thought you was gonna get him off the couch because he wasn't really fighting nobody of any significance, and you thought you was gonna get in there and you was gonna catch him with your fucking right hand. You was gonna knock him out, and Tyson Fury was gonna be a name on your resume because at the time Tyson Fury was gonna be the biggest motherfucking name on your goddamn resume. And if you would have beat Tyson Fury, he wasn't going to fight nobody. He wasn't going to fight nobody of any significance or anything whatsoever, Deontay. You don't do that. You don't fight real niggas. Because you not a real nigga, bro. I could tell by how you fight. You not no real nigga. When you get up in there with somebody that's a real one, that ain't scared of you, that ain't finna sit there, you can talk good. That's the thing. We like niggas that can talk good, say a good quote, and be like, ooh, that's good. That's a nice one. I like that. But niggas can't fight. Niggas can talk all this shit in the world, but can't fight. I ain't finna talk shit on this bitch and I can't fight. I'm dead ass serious. If I couldn't fight, bro, I wouldn't be on here. I'm gonna keep it real with you. If I couldn't fight at all, I wouldn't be on here, bro. If I really wasn't a boxing practitioner and been doing it for a while, I wouldn't be on here. I'm not on here because I'm a nigga that just a fan of boxing. A lot of you niggas is just fans. A lot of you niggas get on here and talk because y'all fans. Y'all ain't never threw a punch in your life. Ever. Never. Y'all ain't even smelled a gym longer than 20 minutes. Get the fuck up out of here. You know what I'm saying? You got these niggas like 78 fat ass ain't never fought nothing. Probably in jail. You know what I'm saying? Probably trying to save his ass. Literally. But the nigga ain't fighting nobody. These niggas like to hide behind guns and shit because they bitches. They poop butts. 78 is a fat ass bitch ass nigga that want to hide behind motherfuckers. I ain't got time for that shit, bro. I ain't got time for none of that. But it looks like it's finna be a lot of fights this year that we gonna get to see. And I'm happy that this year looked like it's gonna be a better year for boxing. I'm hoping. Last year was a good year for boxing, man. I honestly think that the Dubois and Miller fight was the fight of the night of the Day of Reckoning event. Shout out to Andrew Tucker and J. Rule's Theory, man, for, you know what I'm saying, allowing me to come down and call the fight with him. Hopefully I'll get to go down and call the fight with him when the Ortiz fight comes. And when the Jaime Munguia John Ryder fight comes, I plan on calling those fights with my brothers as well. So on major cards, I will be on Andrew Tucker World's channel calling them with him and J. Rule's Theory. That's finna be the new thing. It's finna be me calling fights with Andrew Tucker. It's already solidified in stone. Just up there with me and Myron get certain things back in order. It's finna be DT Magnus. It's finna come back. I'm working on some things right now. Still trying to get in contact with Jay Beasley. Is the hardest nigga to get in contact with. You know, you the hardest nigga to get in contact with. But I'm trying to do shows with my niggas, bro. I'm already finna do live commentary with Andrew Tucker. When Myron, you know, when certain things get better with Myron and everything, I'm not saying Myron is doing bad. So don't sit up there leave comments talking about what's going on with Myron. Myron works a lot. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes he fills in for certain people, you know what I'm saying, given his position, because he's in a boss position. And sometimes people that's under him don't want to do shit. So when they don't want to do shit or they don't show up, he got to be the one to fill in and handle that business. We didn't have that conversation many times. So when his workload depletes, we going to try to work on giving y'all some more DT Magnuses. And I'm already trying to get some things in the works with the Reaper, but that nigga more busy than a little bit. So when I get some, when he finally slow down, then we gonna have some Reaper Gang radio shit going on. You know what I'm saying? With me and 3K the Boss Man, aka Mr. Two Hands Up. So I got some things coming up for 2024. Congratulations to all my folks out here doing their thing, man. Congratulations to my nigga Andrew. You know what I'm saying? Doing great things out there in Florida, man. Doing good things out there, man. I see you. You know what I mean? But that's just letting y'all know I got some up and coming things and who I'm working with, and I plan on doing a lot more commentary with Andrew Tucker and J. Rule's Theory, man. And I'm also planning on bringing back DT Magnus. So, man, be on the lookout. I'm not finna sit around that much this year. Y'all will get more live streams from me this year. Y'all get more video content from me this year. Last year, I was going through it. My wife got shot at. She didn't get shot, but she had got shot at. My wife was real sick. My kids was sick. It was a real rough year for me last year with my family and shit. Everybody got sick. Everybody was at home. I had to step up. I had to work more. I was working more hours. I was tired a lot more. So I didn't have the energy for y'all. It wasn't really too much. I didn't care about what was going on in boxing more so than I just didn't have the energy. I didn't have the energy. I had the time because I had to take care of my family. But this year, with my wife being healthy, her back is cool because my wife, she slipped the disc in her back. It was terrible. Plus, with her slipping the disc in her back, and then that disc she slipped, it smashed on her sciatic nerve. So she was having a slip disc issue along with pressing on her sciatic. So she couldn't even walk. She couldn't walk. She couldn't use the bathroom. She couldn't take a shower. I had to help her do all that. So it was, last year was rough. From my wife getting shot at, having PTSD from that, My kid's getting really, really sick, almost in the hospital. And then when she slipped her disc in her back and fucked with her side, it was really hard, bro. It was really hard for your boy. So that was what a nigga was dealing with last year. This year's a whole new year. As I'm starting off, I'm hitting y'all with a live because I'm trying to give y'all more content because I got a little more time on my hands. So UGC Flame, what to do with the folk? You know what I mean? So Javi, what it do? My nigga Mondo Solo. What's up, bro? That's my day one though. What's up with Dragon Leg? What to do with the folk? Shit, man. Yeah, man. It's just been a rough one, bro. It's been a rough one. It's been a rough one. So I mean, I'm here now. I'm not going nowhere. You know, it was a time I wasn't finna do shit no more, but I ain't going nowhere, man. Boom, man, here to stay, man. It's gonna take a lot more on what y'all think to get rid of me on this YouTube shit. At this point, I'm very established on this YouTube shit. And the YTBC, let's just keep it real. What would the YTBC be without me? Come on now. What would the YTBC be without me? Without DT3 in the game? It wouldn't be the same. It wouldn't be the same. You couldn't look at the YTBC and be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be a part of this. This is my niche. This is my lane. So I'm gonna stay in it. I'm not going nowhere. No matter what happens in life, I'm still gonna make my content. I'm still gonna make more videos this year. You got my word. I will give y'all more videos this year. I will give y'all more live streams this year. So don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. So, but like I said, last year was a rough one. But going into this year, what fight do you really want to see? I want to see Walid, you know what I'm saying, do what he gonna do. I want to see what Abdul Walid gonna do. That's what I want to know. I get it. You changed your name, you on your Ali shit, okay, cool. You bought your block, okay, cool. Great. Granted, understood. But what you gonna do, bro? You changed your name. Is the name change gonna maintain the same game we've been dealing with? Or are you gonna step up and start fighting top motherfuckers? Because we already know PBC motherfuckers don't fight top motherfuckers. You only fight in-house niggas. So what you gonna do, Abdul? What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? AJ Zang, you want to see AJ and Zang Dragon Leg? Haney and Tank. I want to see Haney and Tank. I want to see Teofimo fight everybody. I want to see Teofimo fight everybody. That's really what I want to see. But Teofimo keeps pricing himself out of fights because Teofimo thinks he's worth more than what he really is. Teofimo, you not worth no $10 million. Okay? Cut that bullshit out. When you start selling out venues, like by yourself, okay? Like when you fought Nakatani. Who else? Something tip my tongue. Can't think of the nigga. But you fought two dudes. You didn't sell out the venue. Nakatani was one of them. And can't think of the African nigga name. It's on the tip of my tongue. Y'all know who I'm talking about, man. But yeah, when you fought old boy, you didn't sell out the venue, bro. You not selling out. In boxing, it's all about market value. It's all about what you can sell. And T.O., you ain't selling out. I don't like Ryan. I can't stand the nigga. But the nigga do sell out. He is selling out stadiums and shit. By himself. You not doing that, T.O. You're not doing shit like that, T.O. So stop it. I want to see Boots fight somebody decent too. Maybe, goddamn it, Dragon Leg, get out my goddamn head. Maybe somebody like Conor Benn. Because Conor Benn will be a good fight for Boots because Conor Benn is not finna stay on the outside with Boots. He not finna let the fight get comfortable with Boots. He gonna get in there and make it nasty, ugly, rugged. He just gonna make it a nasty dog fight. So I think somebody like Conor Benn will be a good fight for Boots. I don't think Conor Benn and what is this nigga name? Conor Benn and Eubank should fight. Conor Benn fights at 54. Maybe at the most he might go to 160. Conor Benn is not a tall dude. I think they just trying to do some modern day being Eubank shit, but their dads were in the same weight class, not two different weight classes, and they trying to, you know what I'm saying? I get it. Conor might could put on the weight and be cool. You know what I'm saying? Y'all probably comfortable with that dumb shit. But Conor Benn and Chris Eubank Jr. do not fight in the same weight class. Since I've known, they've never fought in the same weight class. Conor Benn has always been at between one. He fought at 140 and at 154, from 140 to 154, and then you got Eubank who's fought at 154 to 168, and he started at 54. Ben started at 40. So you got niggas that starting at weight classes that's like two different weight classes below from where they started at. So why are we trying to purposely put these two together when obviously these two dudes are two weight classes above or below each other? And we constantly say they're weight classes for a reason. So if Eubank bullied the shit out of Ben, then somebody gonna come up with the excuse that, oh, well, Eubank fights at 68 and Ben fights at 54. So that's a weight, like it's gonna turn into some bullshit. These two individuals do not need to fight. They're only fighting because they daddies fought in their era, in their father's era. But the difference between them two and their dads is their dads were actually in the same fucking weight class. These two niggas ain't. That's why I'm not really psyched about this fight no more. I was when I first heard it because of the historical reference that it brings to the game. But when you really look at it for what it is, these two niggas is fighting. Conor Benn is fighting a nigga that is two weight classes above him. It's weight classes for a reason. And we sitting there hyping this shit up, but we wasn't really having this energy when it be Mikey Garcia or when it be Jermell Charlo. We don't have that energy. We don't have that. We always complaining about niggas fighting motherfuckers two weight classes above them, and it's not a real fight, blah, 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 and all this cap shit. But Conor Benn and Chris Eubank Jr. do this shit, and we all like, this is the fight everybody want to fucking see. I'm just saying, make that shit make sense for me, bro. Because honestly, this shit don't make no goddamn sense. Thank you, Charles D. Commey. Yes, that nigga, Richard Commey. When he fought Commey, the motherfucker didn't sell that bitch out. Thank you, Charles D. Appreciate you, my nigga. Andre versus Edgar. Edgar not gonna fight Demetrius because Demetrius lost to Boo Boo Andrade. If you know the game or have an understanding, and you do, Elite, you know that they're not gonna put him in there with Edgar Berlanga because they still trying to get market value out of Edgar Berlanga. They still trying to get that dollar bill out of him. So we gonna maximize as much as we can get because they all learn. Wilder done took an L, bro. Errol Spence took an L. These niggas got cash cows in their system that took L's. So they knowing if they put these niggas in there with just anybody, anytime, anywhere, they gonna lose their market value. The PBC niggas can't afford that. So they're not gonna put Edgar in there with a Boo Boo Andrade, especially a Boo Boo Andrade that's hungry and got something that he still need to prove in the game. Because at this point, now, motherfucker ain't got nothing to lose. He already got an L. So now it's like, you think Edgar Berlanga could take an L? If Edgar Berlanga lose, there go to Canelo sweepstakes. There go the not Demetrius Andrade. There go to Benavidez fight. You can't lose. He has to win in boxing. If you don't win in boxing, you ain't getting them fights. They're not gonna give them to you. Boxing is not on just solely on your performance. Like there has been times back in the day where fighters have lost. And they still get to fight big fights because of how they perform. Even though they lost, their performance was so fucking awesome that you can't help but to put them motherfuckers on your card. The fans love to see this motherfucker fight because when that particular individual, Arturo Gatti, to name one, come to fight, this motherfucker coming to scrap. And it's going to be a scrap. And that's what the people really want to see. Y'all fabricating boxing and saying that all people want to see is knockouts. No, bitch. What people want to see is a fight. They want to see a fight. They want to see blood, sweat, and tears. Literally. Okay? They don't want to just see just a month. Because if you just want to see knockouts, you're going to be mad when you pay that $80, that $90, or when you pay however much for that ringside seat ticket, and then you go in there and you ain't even get to sit your bitch ass down because the fight over. And you done spent all that goddamn money. Because you wanted to see a fight, but the nigga went to sleep. You know how many motherfuckers used to hate buying tickets to go to Tyson fights because they was over like that? I've heard people give me two different sides of the coin. I've heard people say I gotta hurry up and get there before you knock this nigga out. Then I have people say I'm not finna pay for no Mike Tyson fight because the shit gonna be over. I ain't even gonna be able to sit there and enjoy it. By the time I take one sip of one taste of popcorn, the fight's fucking over. So do you want to see niggas get knocked out, or do you want to see a good fight? Because if I had a choice between seeing a nigga get knocked out in the first round or seeing a fight like Daniel Dubois or and Gerald Big Baby Miller, seeing a fight like that, I'd rather see a fight like Daniel Dubois and Gerald Big Baby Miller. Why? Because it was a fight, it was fireworks, and somebody eventually did get stopped later on in the fight. That's the type of fights I like. Okay, them my type of fights. But I'm not into the fights that end too early like that. Mr. T, what to do with the foe? Bruce Gas. What's your upcoming Bivol versus Colin Smith fight prediction? Bivol. Ain't nobody beat Bivol. Right now. Yeah, Andrade went back down, bro. Andrade going back down. So what he gonna be chasing? No, Jamal's starting to chase fucking Caleb Plant because he got slapped. Okay, so I want to see T.O. fight everybody. I think T.O. needs to get some better names under his resume. I think he needs to do more. I missed the Tyson fight because I had to take a fucking piss. I was mad as shit. You see what I'm saying though? You see what I'm saying? Like, imagine, like, you watching the fight, you finna watch a fight, and it's finna start. They introducing motherfuckers, and they get into the part where they introducing Tyson. You like, oh shit, man, I gotta pee. And then they introduce Tyson, and then you see him come in, they touch glove, you like, fuck, let me go piss real quick. And then you in there, you know what I'm saying? You draining the main vein, and the next thing you know, by the time you come back, you seeing Tyson, like, nigga, with his hands up, like, yeah, nigga, I got him. And it's like, bro, I just went to go pee. And we just spent like $50 on the pay-per-view. I ain't even get to see the shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to see one-sided early knockouts, and neither do I want to see no running around the ring for 12 rounds straight. The most competitive fights is what makes the sport more interesting, in my opinion. I mean, to make more competitive fights, that means somebody has to be willing to lose. That means some promoter has to know. Because these promoters know, bro. Especially when you've been in the game over 20 years. Every promoter that you see, from Floyd to Floyd, Leonard, Alan Heyman, Eddie Hearn, especially Bob fucking Arum, Don King. Don King's still in the game. Don't let this shit fool you. Don King's still around, nigga, lurking. Don King, Eddie Hearn, Barry Hearn, these niggas, Frank Warren, these niggas got years in the game, bro. Years. Like, they was in the game when Ali and Frazier fought. That's how long, that's how much skin in the game these niggas got. Okay? These niggas got skin in the game. So they know what fighter could beat what fighter. They know that shit. That's why if you ever see a promoter be like, yeah, they don't want to fight my guy, because they know. They know. Or when you see a promoter get asked a certain question about a fighter and he tries his damnedest to either diminish who that fighter is or act like it's not a big deal. That means that promoter know that his fighter will lose. He knows that. Yep, that's how it be, Charles D, bro. That's exactly how it be. I want to see fights like Munguia versus Derevyanchenko. Those are barn burners. Yeah, because you got two dudes that's not going to take a backward step. You got two dudes that's always going to come forward all the time. Like, both dudes fight like that. Both dudes fight in a motherfucking phone booth and have no problem with laying a motherfucking lumber, taking one to give you one, taking two to give you four, whatever the case may be. Those fights are good fights to see. Now, granted, you don't want to continuously have those fights because you can't sustain some significant amount of brain damage, especially if you train hard, you spawn hard, and you get into a fight and you got a motherfucker hitting on you hard. That does give you a significant amount of brain damage. It does happen in this game. That's why this is not for the weak-minded or for the weak, period. This is only the strong survive in this game. The weak shall perish. That's why you see niggas get in and get out. They ain't in it for the long haul. Ryan Garcia. and I in it for the long haul, man. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, many, if not most, fights are predictable nowadays. So if you already know who's winning before the fight, only so-called casuals cannot grasp that reality. Of course, Mondo Solo on Munguia versus Belunga. I think Munguia beats the shit out of Belunga. I think Belunga don't take the game seriously. Crawford and Janabek. Woo! 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 Let him cook. Let him cook. He said Crawford and Janabek. Woo! I got a smoke on that one. He said Crawford and Janabek. Hold on, cuz. Hold on, cuz. I got a smoke one on that one, player. He said Crawford versus Janabek. Whoa. We talking about Janabek and a cannoli. Whoa. Excuse the camera, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse the camera, ladies and gentlemen. Damn, they got to start taking bigger risks in 2024 onwards and give the fans more exciting future for boxing. They do. They got to give the fans what they want to see, man. They got to give them what they want to see. Dragon, that's a good fight, but I think Munguia will beat him. I'm not sold on Berlanga. Not saying Munguia is anything special, because he's not. We already know, Mondo, he's not. But he has a better resume, more experience, and that's what I'm banking it on. That's exactly what I'm banking it on, Mondo. It's the experience and the better opposition. Also, what I'm banking it on is I know that Berlanga is not really sold out for the sport. He's on to the glitz and glam. And I can tell how he fights. He's not used to fighting somebody. Excuse me. He's not used to fighting somebody that's really going to take it to him. He's not used to fighting somebody that's really better than him. A lot of these fighters aren't used to getting their ass whooped. They just used to bullying people. So when they in there with somebody that could bully them, it's going to pose a problem. And Jaime Munguia has a better boxing acumen, better boxing prowess, better boxing training than Edgar Berlanga. Edgar Berlanga doesn't eat, sleep, and breathe boxing. He only really trains when he got fights. Because if you can look at Edgar Berlanga, he always looks big in between fights, which lets you know he's not staying in shape. He's kind of just maintaining probably a certain amount of weight so he don't get too far out of weight, because Edgar Berlanga looks like the type of guy who can get overweight, like how Errol Spence did. When he doesn't train in between fights, he can become overweight and has to get his weight back down. And that's why I think Edgar Berlanga is going where he lacks that, because Jaime Munguia actually takes the sport seriously. He eats, sleeps, shits boxing. Edgar Berlanga don't. So that's why I feel that Jaime Munguia will beat Edgar Berlanga. Hell, any decent boxer that's really dedicated to the sport could beat Edgar Berlanga, because he's not dedicated enough. The one thing Edgar got that people gonna bank on is that he got punching power and that he could put on good pressure. But once he fights somebody that could deal with him and that's gonna mummify the things that he do good, like I said, how the type of fighter you really are shows when you fight somebody that could take away your best attribute. How can you adjust? And Edgar Berlanga has shown many times that he's not an adjustment fighter. He's not going to make the adjustment. If plan A don't work, then he fucked. He's a one plan fighter. Plan A. I say Janabek. Okay, hold up. Let me. Mondo says Crawford smoke. I don't think he smokes him, but I do think he'll give him a run. And I think he could possibly beat him. I think the only thing that Janabek will pose a threat in a Crawford fight will be his length and that fucking jab. His jab is nice, bro. That jab is nice. His jab can offset Crawford and keep Crawford thinking. It's a decent jab. It's not a Shane Mosley flickering jab. It's an actual popping, thudding jab. So if he's keeping that jab in his face, making Crawford work through that jab, and plus Janabek does have decent punch selection, punch placement. So if he can deal with that, yeah, I think Crawford could get him. Yeah, the speed of Crawford may be the difference. The speed and the technical skill of Crawford may be what gets him by once Crawford figures him out. But he has to get past that jab. Janabek has a fucking jab. I don't care what nobody say. Janabek does have a decent jab. He makes you think about that shit. and he will set it up. He doesn't throw anything aimless. He doesn't waste any punches, nothing of the sort. Everything he throws has a means of touching you or hurting you, whatever the case may be. The difference is with Crawford is if Janibek don't got a plan B, he's fucking lunch food. Because Crawford is going to figure that shit out. And once he figure that shit out, well, then, hey, good night, motherfucking Irene. Janibek going to sleep in 8 rounds. And that is true, too. Crawford is a generational talent. What's up with the Jedi, man? Happy New Year, man. May the Force be with you. This is the way. Bro, George, what to do with the folk? You supposed to be the first motherfucker in the building, George. You always the first motherfucker. Where you been at, George? Where you at, George? Come on, George. You ain't doing your job, George. You ain't doing your job, George. You're supposed to be the first motherfucker in the building, George. You're supposed to be the first comment I see every live stream, George. I'm disappointed in you, George. I don't appreciate that, George. I don't like how he didn't want to fight Triple G. Like, fuck that respect bullshit. If he has a belt, he's the target. No, that's a fact, bro. That's not just your opinion. That's a fucking fact. You got a belt, bro. Bring your ass here, boy. I don't give a damn if you from Oakland. I don't give a damn if I was a boxer at 140 and I'm fighting, bro. I'm fighting Devin. I don't care if we from the same hood. I don't care if we from the same city. We'll be friends when our career over. Right now, nigga, we funking. And if I was a boxer right now, that'd be one of the biggest fights to make for the Bay right now. Is you got a nigga from Oakland, you got another nigga from Frisco fighting. Frisco versus Oakland. That'll do big numbers, bro. We'll sell that bitch out. You put us at the Cow Palace. Me and Devin Haney at the Cow Palace right now, nigga. We'll sell that bitch out. We'll sell that bitch out. Oakland versus Frisco. We'll sell that bitch out. No Holly. No, don't be sorry. Be careful. I still love you, George. You my guy, bro. You know I love you, bro. I'm just so used to seeing you first. George is always the first guy in my chat when I do live. He's always the first one. Always. Shout out to my boy George, the last Patriot, man. Salute. Happy New Year to you, Boxing God. My notification just came. But if you're not getting notifications, man, you just got to go back to my channel and hit the bell icon again for all, man, if you're not getting notifications, man. But on some real shit, the boxing game this year, it should be lit this year. You should see a lot more decent fights this year. I think this year is going to be the beginning of where people that have undefeated records are going to start testing their mental. They're going to start testing themselves. You're going to see more big name fights, I think, this year. And the fact that Wilder lost to Joseph Parker, the people that was willing to pay or put the money behind the Wilder Anthony Joshua fight, they don't care to see it no more. They don't care to put the money behind it no more because Wilder lost to Joseph Parker. And this motherfucker want to get on 78 Sports TV and talk out his ass. What's up with bruh? Arsh Cannon. What's up with bruh? What to do with the fold? I mean, if you look at it, Mondo, it's starting to get old because you got to look at it like how long they going to be able to play the inside game. With DAZN doing what DAZN is doing right now, bruh, they finna be looking at PBZ like bruh, like nigga, DAZN giving us the fights we want to see. What the fuck y'all doing? And then what's gonna happen is what's gonna make PBC wake that game up is when that money depletes. When that money ain't coming in, because you got to understand that Day of Reckoning pay-per-view was $40 fucking. That bomb ass star-studded raw ass card of a fucking event was only $40 goddamn. And it was multiple big fights on that card. Multiple fights on that card. Right over in this one. Man, I'm finna cook on you for that shit. I didn't even see the goddamn video. I just got a notification about Ray Venezuela saying he could KO Tank Davis. I'm finna cook on you, boy. But on some real shit. People ain't gonna be watching them PBZ pay-per-views, them $80, $90 pay-per-views, and you only paying for one fight, maybe two fights. Out the whole pay-per-view, you paying for one fucking fight. Like, I'm not finna pay $90 or $100 just to watch Tank Davis. That's all you paying for. The whole card be trash. But that one fight is what you paying for. Eventually, people gonna be tired of that shit. They gonna catch on, and they gonna see that the zone is giving you, not only is they giving you consistency, they're giving you high quality fights. Okay, and they giving you quantity. They giving you quality and quantity. PBZ ain't giving you none of that. They ain't giving you quality nothing. They telling you it's sugar and it's shit, and they telling you it's rain, but they peeing on you, and they expecting you to not get tired of that shit. They expecting you not to say nothing about that type of shit. Not over here, son. Not over here. The Zone and Top Rank got their hand money, and they got the oil money. PBC ain't got the oil money. Who does PBC have investing in them? Who do they have putting money into they brand? Since they about the money team. Where's her sleeve? What to do with the folk? Should Shakur rematch Santos? Nope. Nope. Because Santos fought like shit too. He should have took the fight to bruh. He shouldn't have waited on dude. Should have learned how to cut the goddamn ring off. I heard that Amazon deal doesn't give them the budget. You know what I'm saying? I heard the same shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, what y'all gonna do with Amazon? Because honestly, one championship sliding over there to Amazon. They already own Amazon Prime. And one championship give you consistency and quality. Something that Premier Boxing Champions do not do. They do not give you consistent fights. They don't give you consistent top fights. They only give you one motherfucker per year. Okay? If they was on some, AJ don't want to fight once a year. That nigga want to fight 3 and 4 times a year. If he was on PBC, nigga would only fight once a year. That's how them niggas roll. If you want to be technical, how I'm feeling right now, I would say it's because the niggas don't got the money to back shit. Because if niggas had money, you might get more fights if niggas got the money, but maybe I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this money team shit is a fabrication if you ask me, because if you motherfuckers got so much money, why the fuck y'all ain't putting the best against the best and made the best man win? You gonna get paid regardless. But I think that's too much like right. Morrison probably beats him because Wilder can't fight on the back foot. That's why it didn't make no sense for the motherfucker to be doing that shit against Joseph Parker. He should have been going forward the whole goddamn fight on Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker was standing right there in front of the nigga. Me and J. Rule's Theory was both. If you go watch the motherfucking the live stream commentary where I was on Andrew Tuck World channel with J. Rule's Theory, me and J. Rule's Theory was both saying to this nigga, bro, Joseph, why are you standing in front of Wilder? Why are you standing right in front of him? All you got to do is throw the 1-2s. He can catch you. Ooh, don't stand in front of him. Meanwhile, Deontay Wilder constantly taking a step back, constantly taking steps back, fighting, trying to fight off the back foot, knowing good and hell well Deontay Wilder don't fight good off the goddamn back foot. Day of Reckoning was like a UFC card. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. I mean, come on now. That card was $40, bro. You know how much you paid for the Tyson Fury? Well, I paid for the first one. The Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder first fight, I think, was like $80. That card was trash. Trash. Now, the Wilder Tyson Fury fight was cool, but the card was trash. What y'all need to realize is when y'all order pay-per-views or you pay for a pay-per-view, you're not just paying for one goddamn fight. You're paying for the whole goddamn card. Okay? You're not just ordering the fight and then it's just that fight that's popping the fuck up. You ordering a whole goddamn card. So you mean to tell me if I take this shit, if I take $100 to the grocery store, $100 ain't shit at the grocery store no more. I'm just I'm speaking like we in the 80s and 90s at this point. So I take $100 to the grocery store and I go get a whole shit of groceries and I'm only able to actually consume one thing out of the whole fucking basket. And I just spent a whole $100. I just wasted my goddamn money. Because everything finna go bad tonight. I haven't supported the PBC for a while now because they're giving they never give me the fights I want. They will never give you the fights they'll never give us the fights we want. Day of Reckoning was an awesome event. Yeah, I think if Shakur fights Navarrete, that would get a stock up. Cause Navarrete gonna come to fight. He gonna take risks. He's gonna take chances with Shakur. He's not gonna sit on and wait on Shakur to do nothing. He gonna get after him. Yep. Yep. Tell him, George, that this is the year. Goodbye, 2023. The year of exposed hype jobs. Hello, 2024. The year of the best fighting the best and finding out who the best in each division is. Tell it to him. Talk to him. Talk to him. Talk to him. That's why Waters slid on the card in Saudi. PBC boat slowly sinking all day, every day, pimp. Why is Floyd fighting John Gott? Because he need that money. He need that money, man. Mm-hmm. Need that money. DT3. If Joshua would have fought Parker instead of Wilder in the Day of Reckoning, I think this AJ would have probably stopped him. He would have knocked him out, but I think he would have stopped him. He'd have been the first one to stop Joseph Parker. But I do think Navarrete versus Corey Stevenson will be a great fight to have. So I'm taking the car. Thought so. Yeah, my wife and them just got close the door. They just got home. They worked last night doing deliveries. But on some real shit, this year, because of all the bullshit that we've been dealing with over the past 5, 6 years, I told y'all, I'm glad that I'm still here. But I told y'all that this day it was coming where this PBC shit was gonna be shit. And Jedi, I gotta say this, and I'm gonna say this live. I know a lot of motherfuckers ain't gonna watch this shit 45 minutes in, but we at the 47-minute mark, and I gotta say this about my boy Jedi, man. I've said this before, but y'all don't hear me. The Boxing Jedi is the most underrated boxing channel or YouTube channel there is on here. He's been on YouTube longer than me. He's been on YouTube over a decade because I've officially been on YouTube at this point 7 years now. And Jedi was already on YouTube when I was on YouTube. Okay? All right? He's one of the most underrated YouTubers on YouTube. And nobody gives that man his flowers. And I'm going to keep giving that man his flowers. No, he's not a part of the NBBC. He's not a part of the Reaper gang. Jedi is his own nigga. He's in his own lane, in his own zone, doing his own thing. All that shit. But that nigga is one of the most underrated boxing YouTubers and YouTubers on all of YouTube. All of YouTube. I'm not. I keep telling y'all that. Y'all keep thinking that I'm jawsing. That nigga is the truth. Keep telling y'all. Y'all keep sleeping on my nigga the Jedi. You need to slide your asses over there and go subscribe to that nigga channel. Somebody already hated on his channel when he was when he had the Boxing Jedi channel when he was 2K subscribers in this bitch. Somebody hated on my nigga, so he couldn't get into his channel, so he had to make another one. Now my boy is on cusp of hitting 1,000 all over again. So I'm trying to help my nigga get to where he get to 1,000. So slide your ass off. I got 9,000. So I think about 400 of you motherfuckers slide over to Jedi, subscribe to my nigga. You know what I'm saying? When you want some real talk, some real content, some genuine talk. Now, if you are how you say sensitive, and you can't handle a person telling you straight up, no filter, no chaser, I don't think you need to go over there. But if you can stand on business and you can handle some criticism, yeah, Jedi for you. Shout out to the Boxing Jedi, man. May the force be with you. This is the way. Had to give my nigga his flowers, man. Had to give my nigga his flowers. Yeah. Joshua beat Parker 5 years ago when he was undefeated world champ, WBO. That's when he had the WBO strap, and didn't nobody want to respect the WBO strap. Remember Deontay? Remember, Deontay, you said you wanted to fight the best, right? When you had the opportunity to fight Joseph Parker for the WBO strap, you didn't want to respect and recognize the WBO strap. You didn't want to go over to New Zealand. You said America was where it's at. If they don't want to come over to America and fight you, they a duck. They this and they that. They all this negative bullshit. It's all this negative foolery. Remember? All that shit mattered then. It matters now too. Niggas act like they don't want to say nothing. Niggas act like they don't want to. Niggas act like they don't want to be held accountable to the shit that they said for the reason why their career is where it is now. You didn't want to fight Joseph Parker. You didn't even want to fight Alexander Povetkin when he wasn't on the juice. You didn't want to fight none of them niggas. None of them. So don't sit up here and act like you really want to fight the best, Deontay Wilder. You do not want to fight no Joseph Parker. You didn't want to fight Anthony Johnson when we had all four of the belts. Your ass was the main nigga that said you did want to go over there to fight the nigga in the UK when the nigga said he wanted to fight you in April. And you was like, nah, I ain't going over there because of the judges, your exact words. The motherfucker offered you $120 million. You turned that shit down because you said you didn't want to fight Dillian White, who was technically at the time considered to be one of the best heavyweights, even though he ain't the rawest heavyweight, but he was considered to be one of the best heavyweight contenders in the motherfucking division. And I said you could beat the nigga because the nigga ain't got no defense, no footwork, no head movement, no nothing. He's just there to be fucking hit. Perfect motherfucker for you, and you turned down generational wealth. You ain't seen no $100 million deal, nothing, nowhere, and not ever, Deontay, since or before. The only motherfucker to offer you $100 and something million motherfucking dollars was Eddie Hearn, Anthony Joshua, and fucking DAZN. You didn't get that shit with Tyson Fury, did you? Did you? In 3 motherfucking fights, did you? And the cold part about it is you lost all 3 of them sons of bitches. It wasn't like you won one, because they gifted you the first one with a draw when you really lost. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. I'll be all day. I will be all day. I literally would. I mean, he's the one. He said it, bro. That nigga said it. And it's like, what I'm finna do, because I've been watching JBZ, so what I'm finna do is I'm finna go back to all that old shit. Oh yeah, you LDBC niggas, you 78 niggas, you fanny nanny niggas, you blue blood niggas, you boxing ego bitch ass niggas, cockeyed dick in the booty ass niggas. You niggas, I'm gonna go back, cause you niggas like to delete content. That's how I know you bitch ass niggas. Y'all don't stand on business. Feel me? Y'all sit up there and say shit and push this narrative, and then when y'all gotta stand on business, meaning the shit that you said, when you gotta stand on business, you deleting videos, you deleting live streams, cause you can't stand on business. So I'm gonna revamp some shit. I'm gonna check a look into your archives, and I'm gonna see what was said then, and I'm gonna look at what's said now, and I'm finna chew you niggas the fuck up, cause you niggas is hoes. You niggas is straight hoes. And I ain't just talking about them niggas in particular. I mean Deontay Wilder, you other fighters, all this shit, all you niggas. All you niggas that was saying all this dumb shit, and now it's funny, it's looking like y'all backtracking. It's looking like y'all taking some steps back because y'all don't want to stand on business. I got a problem with grown men who don't stand on business. I stand on business. You know what I'm talking about? Jedi stands on business. Charles D stand on business. UGC Flame stands on business. 1-2 Kid stands on business. Red Glove Militant stands on business. Okay, Mac Mob, B-Mac stands on business. Okay, Retro Boxing Documentaries, Blood Boxing stands on business. Boxing Beats and Rhymes stands on business. Okay, standing on business. You niggas don't stand on business, bro. Y'all don't stand on business, my G. Real Talk Boxing stands on business. Coach Fire stands on business. Oh yeah, I've been watching you, bro. Yeah, shout out to Coach Fire. Man, bro, yeah, get your game up. Shout out Coach Fire, man. I see you, bro. I'm getting my lessons up. I'm gonna have to cash app you, bro, for your services, bro. on some real shit. Or Venmo. I can't Cash App. My Cash App fucked up. Somebody hacked my Cash App. I had to Venmo you, bro. Get your Venmo, your Zelle up. I gotta hit you, bro, because I'm taking lessons, nigga. I'm taking free lessons like a motherfucker, bro. I need to pay you for your services, nigga. Shout out Coach Fire, man. Go subscribe to the nigga channel. Not Coach Fire. Coach Fire. With an H at the end. Fire. Would you like, who would like to, what? Who would I like to see Jared Anderson fight? Good question. Good question. Good question. BJ Ben, where you been? What to do with the folk? Oh, I told y'all. Javi, go. Javi, my G. I told you they was gonna slide their ass over there to the Boots Ennis train. I said that shit. They're gonna automatically slide over to people who can automatically be presumed as competition. That's what they do. That's how they move. It's like, okay, we can't be Crawford fans because we was Errol Spence fanboys. So now we gotta go over to a lane and we gotta cap for another nigga. But luckily Boots is actually good. But they gotta go over there and cap. They can't speak for the sport of boxing. They could never. 78, you niggas, y'all can't speak for boxing. Y'all only can cap for a fighter. Y'all only can make excuses for a fighter because you niggas do interviews and all that shit. That's why y'all do the shit. Y'all gotta cap. All the shit y'all on with Deontay Wilder, the shit he's saying, y'all know that shit is cap. Y'all gotta cap for niggas. Y'all gotta hang from niggas' balls and shit. Pause. Y'all gotta do all that hoe shit. Y'all not real niggas, bro. Y'all might, maybe, nope, I can't say that because the way, if you could be fake in any shape or form, there's nothing real about you, bro. I can't even give you that. I want Jared Anderson to retire, bro. He don't give a fuck about this shit. Oh, yeah, but remember AJ the robot. AJ the robot. AJ the lethargic one. Yeah, that AJ. Everybody want him now. Everybody want him now. But, you know, he was robotic, slow, lethargic, not a true champion. Look at him now. And look at all you motherfuckers that said that shit about that man. He gonna beat the shit out of Thanos, bro. He gonna beat the hell out of him. Thanos, he gonna be tough, but Thanos is gonna get no. Doesn't Jared Anderson want to retire at 26 years old? That's 2 years from now. Exactly. I don't care about. Once he said that shit, I stopped caring about that nigga career. I don't even care what that nigga do. I don't care what that nigga do. I don't care what that nigga say. I don't care what that nigga own. I don't get no fucks about none of that. None of that shit. I want to see Boots fight. I really want to see Boots. Fight Terrence because I don't see nobody in the division beating Boots. Because the only person that's gonna give Boots a challenge is Terrence. That's the only one. I'm turning lights off and shit. I know I'm on the live. I'm gonna come in here and go to sleep. That was a bad idea. That was terrible. That is horrible. But yeah, because Terrence is the only person in a division that poses a threat to Boots. If Terrence goes up to when Terrence goes up to 154, there's nobody that's gonna beat Boots at 47 right now. Who? Nobody. Boots is the guy at 47 right now. Boots versus Haney when he moves up. I think Boots hits harder, and Boots is the bigger guy. Boots is bigger. I think Boots. I think it'd be a cool fight, but Boots is gonna, yeah, Boots gonna hurt that man. Boots hurt him, cause Boots will catch him. Boots will catch him eventually, and Boots ain't afraid to take chances. He ain't afraid to take risks. And Boots likes to hit with impact. He ain't gonna fuck around. Like Boots is good, bro. Like Boots is good, bro. I watch Boots. That dude train, bro. He eats, sleeps, shits the sport. That's why I talk about him. Like dudes like that, like you can't knock them. You know what I'm saying? You cannot knock them. Now, if he was just a nigga out here that was talking out his ass and he wasn't doing that, Wilder versus Jabba, that would be a good fight. Like Wilder versus Jabba, that would be that's something. Yeah, yeah. Give me that. Give me that. Because not only is a Jabba tailor made for Wilder, he gonna fight and he could punch and he like this like he gonna hit him for real, and we gonna see what Wilder really got when he getting hit by a Jabba. But the thing is, I don't think Wilder wanna be losing rounds against a Jabba. That's gonna pose an issue because Wilder is not known for winning rounds. He's known for knocking people out. And the Jogba would be winning rounds, and if the Jogba is touching Wilder the fuck up, but that's only if a Jogba doesn't, know how to evade the right hand, or if Wilder tries to fight a Jogba on the back foot. Wilder would have to fight a Jogba going forward, because I don't think a Jogba could fight on the back foot either. But I think both dudes are best when they're going forward. Neither one of them dudes fight well on the back foot. So I think that would be actually a really good fight. Actually, in my opinion, I do think that Wilder versus Jogba right now would be a good fight for both of them. For both of them, that's that dragon leg. You need to be a matchmaker. I'm excited for that shit, and that ain't even finna happen. You got me excited for a fight that ain't even gonna fucking happen. He said, you don't think Virgil would give Boots a good fight? I think he would give a good fight, but I don't think he beats him. I still think he does, but I don't think he beats him. I think it would be a great fight. I think Boots versus Virgil would be a tremendous fight. Don't get it twisted. I think that would be a great fight. I think it would be a great fight, but Virgil doesn't win that fight. That's my that's my overall point. Is that's why I said Boots will run 47. What I mean is who's gonna beat Boots at 147 if not Terrence. I don't see nobody at 47 that's gonna beat Boots. Now might be a couple that give him a good fight, give him some work, but to actually beat him, no. Shut up, Wizard. Cut it out. Hey, I ain't gonna lie though, Mondo. On some real shit. I mean, it's American boxing, and Miller is tailor made for Wilder, bro. I mean, tailor made, bro. All he do is come forward, homie. That's all he do, bro. Is come forward, bro. I think if you put Wilder versus Miller fight, right? Could be depending on if Wilder win. Let's just play with this nigga career for a second. Wilder versus Miller could be a segue to Wilder versus Ruiz, right? You could put Wilder in there with like a Jogba first. He beats a Jogba, then you put him in there with a dude like Miller, and then he beats Miller, and that puts him in position to fight a dude like Andy Ruiz. Beats Andy Ruiz, which I kind of don't think he could do, because he couldn't even beat Joseph Parker. When Joseph Parker was getting on the inside, he couldn't do shit with Joseph. And Andy Ruiz lives there. Like that nigga vacations there and 2 times on Sundays. So I don't see Wilder doing shit with Andy Ruiz, because for Wilder to be successful, he has to keep you at the end of his punches. And Andy Ruiz is not gonna stay there. He's going to come in and do him, and that's not good for Wilder. That's why they not trying to put Wilder in there with nigga Andy Ruiz, because Andy Ruiz will put Wilder to fucking sleep unless Andy Ruiz fights stupid. If Andy Ruiz fights like Andy Ruiz, he beats the shit out of Wilder. Gives a fuck what nobody say. If Andy Ruiz fights like Andy Ruiz, he beats the shit out of Wilder. Because Wilder can't do shit. Because Andy Ruiz is too busy in his fucking chest winging and dinging on him. Tearing him a new one. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, Ruiz is, but like, you could put him in there with Miller, and if he beats Miller, because Miller is a come forward all day, don't do nothing but come forward all day, come forward, come forward, come forward, come forward, come forward. Like, that's his game, is to come forward, wear you down. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, Miller don't got no defense, so he blocking punches with his face. People be slipping on the peekaboo style, bro. Miller, if you're going to come forward like that, you need to adopt the peekaboo style, especially with your weight. But you don't have the cardio or the conditioning to maintain that type of pace throughout the whole fight, because you got to be slipping in and breaking down and using your legs and all that shit. You got to be doing more. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be big nigga walking up on niggas and thinking that that's what's gonna beat motherfuckers, because you fucking 500 fucking pounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like, come on, bro. Just because you 500 pounds and you could just walk through certain niggas and hold them and you think that's not gonna beat everybody, bro. And that's not even fighting smart, bro. You a big dude. You gotta know how to use your weight. You gotta lean on motherfuckers, pop, and you know what I'm saying? Not always waste shit. Like, sometimes take a breath, take a step back, see what a nigga gonna do. You know what I'm saying? But you don't fight like that. You just going straight forward, blocking punches with your goddamn face. That's not how you defend yourself. You don't block punches with your face, bro. Especially against a fighter like Daniel Dubois. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? At least Andy is doing this. You know what I'm saying? Andy doing this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? He on some other shit. He's not standing there just with his hands up, high guarding you, walking you down, just getting punched up on your fort. That shit hurts, bro. I don't give a fuck how much you see a nigga blocking them motherfuckers. Them shits do hurt, bro. You know what I'm saying? After a while. You know what I'm saying? Them shits do. You do feel them motherfuckers. If you ain't, even if niggas might not feel them right there and right there, you feel them shits in the morning. Know that. Of course, he's an inactive. He's the perfect inactive PBC fighter. That's just how it rolls with him, bro. You know what I'm saying? Miller should look at Eddie Reynoso to train him. He ain't gonna do that. Ruiz should have stayed with Eddie Reynoso. I don't think Ruiz. I really, bro. When it was Canelo, Andy Ruiz, and Ryan Garcia, when it was them three with Eddie Reynoso and Oscar Valdez, when it was them four when that was that, I was like, Eddie got a stable. Eddie got a real stable. You gotta have to put some, like, if him having them, and if they was winning and becoming being champions and all that type of shit, I really felt like Reynoso would have earned like trainer of the year type shit, because he had real dudes. You know what I'm saying? At the time, that's why when Ryan left Eddie, I was like, why would you leave Eddie and Canelo? Why would you leave a dude who is already first ballot Hall of Famer, like, right now? Like, while you're training with him, he's first ballot. Eddie Reynoso, say what you want about him, he's first ballot Hall of Famer, trainer, train Canelo. Like, so he's gonna get in there. He's gonna get in. You got Oscar Valdez right here. You know what I'm saying? That's a, you know what I'm saying? You got Oscar Valdez, you got Andy Ruiz, you know what I'm saying? Former unified heavyweight champion of the world. Like, you got real Mexican talent and lineage, and like y'all was supposed to be the new top Mexican fighters of this day. It was supposed, like, that would have been it. That would have been lit. You got Canelo, middleweight guy. You got Canelo is the middleweight guy. You got Ryan Garcia and Valdez, they're the little guys. You got Valdez fighting at 130, 135. You got Ryan Garcia fighting at 140, 135, 140. And then you got the heavyweight and Andy Ruiz. Like, you have a stable, bro. You have a whole stable of the current marquee Mexican fighters. The cold part about it is everybody spoke the language except one motherfucker. Everybody spoke the language except one nigga. One nigga didn't speak the language. But I don't think that's why he didn't stay. I think Ryan left because he don't want to be great like that. He don't want to do it like that. He's not in it like that. That's why I talk about the nigga the way I talk about him. Because that proves that Ryan is not in it like that. Ryan don't eat, sleep, shit boxing, bro. That's why you seeing the shit that you seeing from Ryan. Because he doesn't eat, sleep, shit boxing. If he did, Ryan would be a whole lot better than what he is, and he's not. And that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he was really out here, if he was really about it, he would have stayed with Canelo. And he would be better as a fighter. He would have stayed there. He would have stayed with that. Them would have been, they would have been the top Mexican fighters. That would have been lit. I would have loved to have seen what would have happened with that. I really would have. Even though Shakur beat Valdez, you know, all that shit, but I still would have loved to seen Eddie Reynoso, that Mexican lineage, that Mexican boxing heritage, which I very much respect because I grew up watching that. I grew up watching a lot of the Edwin Valeros, the Hector Macho Camachos, you know what I'm saying, Oscar De La Hoyas, you know what I'm saying, you know what I mean, Salvador Sanchez's, you know what I'm saying. I grew up watching, you know what I'm saying, these dudes, you know what I'm saying, you know, even though he's from Honduras, Roberto Duran's, my auntie loved Roberto Duran, bro. She loved Roberto. That was her guy. She loved Julio Cesar Chavez, you know what I'm saying? She loved Hector Macho Camacho. That's why I watched them, because she liked to watch those fights. I didn't know shit about boxing. I didn't know shit about fighters or none of that shit. I was a little ass boy. But my auntie liked these particular fighters so much because she liked fights. She liked boxing. And she would watch them every time they would fight. You know what I mean? I remember watching the Mildred Taylor versus Cesar Chavez fight. I remember watching that shit live. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember that shit. Like, when it's like I ain't seen it in a minute, but then when you see replays of it, it's like, I remember that. I remember seeing that. And I remember talking to my auntie about it, and she told me, like, yeah, I used to watch, I watched that. You was right there next to me. She was surprised I remember this shit. But it was like a deja vu. But anyway, I grew up on that. So it's just like, I've already, as a black man, you already see the stables of African American fighters, the Mayweathers, you know what I'm saying? Even that Freddie Roach stable, he got some. You know what I'm saying? You got Philly, they got some. You know what I'm saying? Third Street got some. Like, I already see it's a big Kings in Oakland, they got them. You know what I'm saying? You know, Andre Ward's gym, you know what I'm saying, with Verge, you know what I'm saying, they got a stable of African American fighters. So I'm used to seeing stables of African American fighters. It's just been so long since I've seen a stable of the top Mexican fighters since back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like it was good to see that, and I wish people could have saw what that could have been, because we're not, a lot of y'all that are casuals now, y'all ain't privy to really what boxing is really about. And that's why I be going so hard on a lot of these boxers about the stuff that they do and the stuff that they say and all that shit. And a lot of the shit that's in social media is cap, because fighters fight. That's what they do. All this talking, all that shit, trying to do all this extra shit, fighters fight. Period. They ain't gotta be in your pockets. They ain't gotta try to sell you hella shit. If they really about it, they gonna be about it. And if they really about it, you gonna see it. If it's real, you gonna feel it. And you gonna pay for it because you know it's real. You know what I mean? But I gotta go, y'all. I gotta get ready for work. I gotta be working 9 o'clock. It's 8:09. So appreciate y'all, man, for coming through. Shout out to the set, man. 100.